Rookie here. It's the Pat and JT podcast.
Pat and JT podcast.
Holy text messages at 402-403-9478. Apparently touched a nerve a few episodes ago with our Homeowners Association. Homeowners Association seem to always get people riled up.
They do.
Record number of text messages. We appreciate that. 402-403-9478. No one really is like, you know what? I love my Homeowners Association. They're so sweet.
I know. That's what it makes you
does.
even wonder further. And I'm sorry, I'm making so many noises over here. I'm trying to fix my microphone. There. Oh, hold on.
The tech department.
Right. You're right there.
Good?
Are you still tech too?
Right. I'm everything.
I'm tech assistant.
Anyway, I'm jack of all trades, master of none. Basically.
But yeah, homeowners associations, I think. Yes, and it is. It's like there's a line. It takes a certain type of person that wants to be on the homeowners association. And
we all know who that person is. We've known who you were since third grade.
I was going to say, first time we had a class election, right?
That's it.
Anything like that.
Oh, you're that person.
Or the one who always handed out the papers.
You're that person. Yes.
Right.
So yeah, a lot of people, if you listen to our episode a few episodes ago about that, we got a letter saying that our trash cans were out front. They're not supposed to be. Apparently that was like a blanket letter that was sent to a lot of people in the neighborhood.
So you weren't special.
And we weren't special because we were mad because a lot of other people had trash cans in their front yard. It's like that's or not. I sound like a dirt ball. Not in our front yard, in the front of our house. A lot of people have mattresses in their front yard.
Everybody's got a couch in their front yard.
Come on. Everybody has a boat motor in their driveway.
My neighborhood.
So yeah, apparently there was a new president elected.
Oh, okay.
Recent
winter elections. I mean, is this a yearly post or is it a 2-year post? What's their reign? Their term. Sorry.
I don't know.
Not like their royalty.
I have no clue.
So somebody new has come in
Yes.
and they kind of did a sweep of the neighborhood.
And they're just enforcing things more, just in general. Like they're
well, we
they're
need that in
things-
this country in general.
And I'm fine
we
with
got
that.
laws on the books. Everybody should. But nobody
I'm fine
likes
with
it
that.
when you've been sliding for a while, and then all of a
Coasting.
sudden they decide to tighten the belt on everybody, and it's like,
whoa.
I'm not used to doing it that way.
Right.
You said,
But at least you can be like diplomatic about it, and you can say, "Hey, hi, I'm Catherine. I'm the new HOA president, and we're just going to tighten the ropes a little bit on some things that have been slacking. So heads up, in 30 days, just look over your covenants. Let's pull some things together. Not sending a letter that says you've had your trash cans in your driveway and you have 14 days. Otherwise, it's like, come on, pump them. So anyway, thanks to the Nextdoor app, we've been communicating, posting.
Shocker.
Somebody posted that day about the letter.
rabble rousers.
Yeah.
You guys are starting a
We didn't start it. No, we chimed in.
You're gathering your pitchforks and torches,
Yes. But
and you're
we
not
weren't-
going to take it anymore.
We're not the first in line. We're behind the other because we saw the post and then we posted on that. So
I love it.
So
anyway. there's trouble brewing. They don't like being pushed around like that.
That's right. I guess
Like
not.
all 4 laws, all 4 rules.
All
but
4
you're
it.
right. Diplomacy matters.
Just be like, hey,
These are the rules.
Here's the
We're going to
sitch.
start doing this. Give you all some time to look things over. If you need a copy, it's online.
And meanwhile, our neighbor has a bike on their porch that hasn't moved in 3.5 weeks. Not even on their porch. Not even on their porch. Our neighbors have it's not even a bike. It's one of those things that you get on your knees and like it looks like you're giving like a birthing bike. Like it's weird. Like you're on your knees.
What?
But you're facing forward, but your legs are out. It's like a V. Anyway, it's real. It's like the kids have it, but it's been on their front sidewalk for 3 weeks, and now they have 15 buckets of apparently hostas they're going to transplant, and they're just sitting there.
I like how we're keeping score now.
So right.
For 3 weeks and 4 days,
But I'm not paying
there are 15 buckets. I counted them.
I'm not paying attention.
Not paying attention one bit. Not a bit. That's funny.
Anyway, thanks for all your text messages of support. It's appreciated.
And then I was complaining. The last few days, I think we vented a little bit. It was kind of nice though, because we had several guests in over the last few days too. Kind of stirred some things up. Got some new fresh air in here, right?
Different conversations.
Right, yeah. And because Fremont Fred came in, that's been popular.
Yeah.
And the girls from your second season, they were in. That was popular.
It's very popular.
But we were talking about on Twitter, one of the things that it tends to do to you all of a sudden is start showing you things that people you follow have liked.
Right.
And I don't care what
and
people
you don't like that. I'm a fan of that. I like it because I figure if I like that person, I probably like what they like. So I'm okay with that, but I know you don't like
then
it.
you can go check their page out and click on their likes. Scroll through.
I forget who I follow.
Oh my God.
So I like to be reminded. But I get why you wouldn't like it.
You can go to their page and see what they... Anyway, Barb said that apparently, and I remembered that, and I didn't realize that this affected it as well, that when you set up your page, whether on your phone or on your desktop, you can change what tweets you see. You see the newest or you see the most popular.
Yeah, I saw that. That was a nice
and if
little
it's the
pro
most
tip.
popular, then that means you're seeing what other people liked. If you see the latest tweets, you don't
matter.
see that.
Yeah, that's true.
But you have to change it every freaking day because they change it back.
Resets every 24 hours.
Yes, exactly.
Now that's
It resets
frustrating.
every day. It does. So Barb, thank you for that. Just said just to make sure that you do that because it keeps switching back on her too. So I appreciate that.
And also something quickly.
Don't have to be fast.
it's
We got all the time in the
funny.
world. Don't worry about it.
Well, it's actually just it's a short message. That's why it'll be quickly. Again, somebody just now over the weekend found that we were having a podcast. Had listened to us for 15 years.
Oh my God.
And just now finding out that we have a podcast. So it's amazing to me, and I love it. And
That's
thank you
awesome.
guys. So if you have friends that maybe used to listen to our show, we loved that
Yeah.
they did. So just let them know that we're doing a daily podcast.
If you get a chance, a share
and
means
it's
the
a
world to us.
solid 4 out of 10.
Means
It's a solid 4
you can
star.
confidently
Yeah.
forward our average podcast.
That's right.
Thanks a lot.
Our slightly below average podcast. You can share it with your friends.
All right, so this is a big week. We want to talk football, or we want to talk about the fact that my parents got smartphones.
Oh, bigger news that your parents got smartphones. Football, whatever. Ohio State, what?
We're going to talk about that, though.
The fact
too,
that your
'cause
parents got smartphones finally, I know that they were kind of just, they didn't need that kind of technology, right? They didn't need it.
That was the argument for a long time. Then mom had a birthday, and she thought she wanted to, but then she didn't mention it again. And I'm like, I'm not pushing anymore. You got to tell me,
If you want it, yeah.
because I've tried over the years, and I was poo pooed.
Yeah.
No.
How did you finally get him to say yeah? Or how did they finally come to you and say, listen, it's time?
Well, because mom can't get text messages, and all the girls get together, and she's the only one that doesn't know what the hell's going on.
There it is.
And so
It's all about the party. You get left out of one party and you get a smartphone.
So I think maybe I need to look into getting a smartphone. And I'm like, oh, okay, here we go. So got him the smartphones. So we had school this weekend. And we said I had
Still
both of them.
hungover from school because I could not conduct smartphone.
I did it
school
on
with my
Saturday, and then I was drunk on Sunday. No,
Right?
I'm kidding. I'm
no.
kidding.
Well, actually, you're not kidding. But yeah, I couldn't do it. I love my parents, but I could not sit and have smartphone camp with them. I
The
couldn't do
hard
it.
part was they both had flip phones, and we also changed providers. That was the other thing.
Okay.
And so it's awesome. I love the program. I love everything about it. But changing providers from a flip phone on one provider to another, you can't transfer the contacts
That makes no sense.
because there was no way they weren't on the cloud because they didn't use data.
Got it. Okay. So
Okay.
if they had a smart-ish phone that was on the cloud,
If we'd kind of ventured into those waters
yes.
before, then it would have been different. But so since we're changing providers and types of phones, I thought my head was going to explode.
I bet.
But I will say Verizon was awesome. And I had 2 people in tech that I was talking to explaining what we were doing, and they were very helpful, and they totally understood what we were doing and explained to me, and they were just as frustrated that there is no way to get their list
That makes no sense. It really doesn't make any sense.
to load it into a smart, because there's no format in that flip phone.
Because it's not. Got it.
Got it? Okay, so and so what we ended up doing was me sitting with Dad
Oh no.
and him scrolling through his phone and deciding whose number he wants to keep.
Oh god.
And Mom, on the other hand, the smart way that it was really kind of good because she went through her phone, but she made a list of the people that she had. And so she was able to, she saw she had lots of duplicate entries. She had 398 entries.
Jeez. I was just going to ask you, how many contacts can parents have? I think my dad has like 11.
398.
Good Lord.
But some were duplicates and some were dead. And so
actually they went to Jesus. They're
Yes.
like already dead.
Yeah. Dad says, we're gonna narrow down this list pretty good. I'm like, oh my God.
She gone. Oh no.
And so
it is what it is.
talk about taking stock of your life. Go through,
That's right.
as you get older, then go through your phone, right? And look at the names like, oh, wow, I guess, no, can't call that number anymore. Anyway,
that's
so
awful.
we narrowed it down pretty good. So Mom wrote down the names and the numbers. And then she entered them herself. So that was good because she had to repetitious, right? It was repetition. So she had to over and over again go through the process of add a new contact.
So then
add
out
a new
in the
contact.
wild, if she wants to add a contact, she should be able to do
And
it.
she knows how to show Dad because he has no interest in knowing how to do that. And so she'll have to help him with that. And that he'll figure it out eventually. But anyway, so he's sitting there going through, scrolling through. And I'm like, what about that? And, and I know this person. What about them? Nah. And so it doesn't cost anything, Dad. Let's just put their number. I don't give a crap. No, I don't need him.
I love it.
And I said,
If you're never going to call him, talk to him, whatever, like, hey, see ya.
So I said, but what if they call you? Then you'll know it's them calling. He says, well, I'll figure that out when I answer it. I'm like,
Oh my gosh.
no, okay.
That's the point, is to know who it is, and you can hit decline,
Right? Don't answer calls.
deny.
Anyway, so I entered all of Dad's stuff and entered Mom's, and then showed him how to text message. I showed Dad how to voice to text, so he can just touch the microphone, say what he
Perfect.
wants to say, hit send, and because the typing is hard for him for his fingers, and so that's whoa, and it
Brilliant.
has Google Assistant on there too, like hey Google, and he got a huge kick out of her, but I'm trying to explain to him. It's not a real person.
Oh my gosh, why do my
So-
dad's the same way with Siri? He thinks Siri and Hey Google like go out and have drinks. They're robots. They don't exist.
And I swear, half of him was teasing, but half of him was serious.
It wasn't teasing.
Because I said, just try it out. Just ask. You can ask Google something. Just say, and I said, what you're going to do is say, hey Google, and then ask a question. So he'd go, hey Google, and he'd go, so.
Right.
Can you tell me what time, da, 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 da? And I'm sorry, I don't, and then, or else it was incorrect information. Well, this isn't helpful. And I said, no extra words. I said, just the facts.
It is a robot.
She's not talking to you. She doesn't care one bit. She'll be really nice, but you just got to ask just the facts.
And Gene, I get it, because I'm not a direct person. So even when I hear somebody say, Siri, or whatever, Alexa, stop. It's like, I feel like that's abrasive and rude, but it's a robot. So I understand it takes a little time to get used to.
Yeah, because he's a little more colorful with his speech.
Sure.
So he doesn't, a little more flowery. So we
get
have
it.
to, just the facts, ma'am, just the facts. So they did really well. And then they also learned, and the mom figured out where emojis are.
Oh gosh.
What button to push to get the emojis to come up. And oh my God, a whole new world.
Whole new world.
And so
Love it.
Dad sent Mom a text that said something about, what time do you plan on having dinner ready tonight?
Was she right there?
Right there. He sends that text to her just to see if it came over. So she sends back
Just
the
to see if it
right?
works.
Yeah.
Like it's Edison. Hello? You hear
They're
my
the same-
telegram? It's a 2019. You have to test it.
It's
They're
like
right
he's
there.
in the next room, right? That's how Alexander Graham Bell did it, right?
That's right.
Okay. Anyway, she's at the same table. So he voiced to text. So what time do you plan on having dinner ready tonight? Send.
So that went well.
So she sees it. It's hilarious. Hilarity ensues. Everybody's laughing. She sends back the shrug emoji.
Oh, she's already doing that. I love it. Love it.
And then I got one text from her on Sunday that everything was going fine, but where do I find the punctuation marks, exclamation points, pound sign, this and that?
Oh, okay.
And then like 2 seconds later, never mind, I found it, 5 exclamation points. Okay.
So you realize, I don't know how you are with the communicating with your parents, but when they learned how to text my parents, it was like a game changer. It's like cause I'm not a talker on the phone kind of person. I love texting.
Yeah.
So your whole world could have just been flipped upside down right now, which is awesome.
It's really good. This is good. And I said, and the other thing is I want you guys to practice texting and send text to me, take pictures, and they're still trying to figure out how to frame pictures and to get the, mom's used to a camera.
Yeah.
She's real old school, loves just basic cameras. She's at least went digital now, but she has the big monster camera.
She'll get it.
And so she's trying to figure out how to take pictures, and said, take pictures and then send me pictures, not email, just text them to me. Oh
my gosh.
And I said, you'll see where this is going to be really helpful. Like if you're trying to find something for Dad when you run to Omaha for something, then you can say, is this what you mean? And she says, I see guys in the grocery store doing that all the time.
Right.
And I said, yes.
Yes.
Exactly. Is this the piece? Is this the product you wanted?
Yes.
That's it.
How long until you think she's going to say, I wish I had done this a long time ago?
It's coming.
Yeah, you just know it is.
It's coming soon. They already, the first thing they noticed immediately too is they can hear on the phone so much better, and you can do the speakerphone easily.
Right.
I said, when you're home, use your speakerphone because it's easier. You don't have to hold it up to your face. You can stand right there. You'll be able to talk. I can hear you fine. I can hear them 100% better than on those little flip phones. Yeah. And I argued for him because I know he enjoys his flip phones and in his pocket. We're still trying to figure out how he's going to carry his phone. And I said, there are some like otter cases that it would clip on his belt.
Oh, I love a clip.
Or something
clip
like
case.
that because he's in the barn a lot and he doesn't want to keep it in his shirt pocket. He's afraid it'll fall out. And I got the replacement plan. So if something happens, it's taken care of.
6 months from now, he's going to have a pop socket and he's going to be on TikTok. Him and your mom are going to be doing TikTok dances. Trust me. They're going to be doing all this crazy, the dances.
I can't wait till Snapchat happens.
No, it'll be
filters.
As soon as you see your dad send someone with the clown face on, it's over.
I haven't shown him Snapchat yet.
Baby
so
steps.
I'm just
Don't
saying,
scare him
right?
away.
It's the little things. Dad did find his favorite weather site, which was one of the first things any good farmer does.
Right.
And he also was able to ask about the weather.
Oh.
And got a correct response.
Ask Google? Mm-hmm. Really?
Yes.
That's good.
And so he figured that out too. So yeah, there was a lot going on Saturday.
Yeah.
He had to stop and take a nap. And then we went back at it again.
Breakthrough Saturday.
Had football on, playing with phones. So while Mom was doing her stuff, when I was working with Mom, Dad went to
I love getting a new phone.
I do too.
Even if it's the exact same phone, I just love
You know what I really love? I have 2 more payments left on this phone.
Right,
I'm done.
I know. December, me too. I'm done.
And I'm
keeping this phone for 16 years.
Me too.
I'm keeping this phone until Steve Jobs comes back from the dead and says, "Listen, that software is no longer supported. I'm keeping this phone."
That's it. You were getting a new phone. No, I'm
Not
done.
a chance.
I'm done with this $40 a month payment.
Done.
So anyway,
that's good news. That's big news.
So and they're also not on my plan anymore.
Bigger news. Bigger news. Yeah.
So anyway, everything is all cool. So that was kind of an interesting day.
Yeah, that's
to say the least.
That's awesome. And then following it up with the Husker win. I mean, you had a big Saturday.
Yeah, and then the Husker game. How'd you feel?
Fine. I felt good.
I did too.
Yeah, I felt great. It was awesome.
They said the numbers that Martinez put up was like huge numbers. I think like a total offense was over 600 yards and his was over 400.
It's pretty awesome. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we'll see this weekend with Ohio State. Ohio State.
Game day is going to be in town.
It's pretty exciting.
We'll talk more about that as the week gets closer to, no doubt. But game day is going to be in town. They made that announcement. The last time they were in Lincoln was in 2007. Is that right? Yeah. And the last time the Huskers played the game at game day was when they were in Madison in 2011.
It didn't end well either time.
No. As a matter of fact, in this century. In this century, they've won 2 times. So both times in 2001, that was when game day was in Lincoln, and they beat Notre Dame 27-10, and they beat number 2 Oklahoma when Nebraska was number 3 in 2001.
Yeah,
they beat Oklahoma 20-10. Since then, it's been 4 L's.
Yeah, the one that I remember that stands out is when they were in Lincoln. Sam Keller was a quarterback, and it was Nebraska versus USC. Bill Callahan was a coach. And Will Ferrell was here, Larry the Cable Guy. I mean, it was a huge day, and we got spanked.
2006, 28-10.
Yeah, it was rough.
You know what? Speaking of that, too, because they said that the word is, because of the fact that game day is going to be here, Gabrielle Union is expected to be here. Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade. And so one of his former teammates, too. Huge Ohio fan. Oh, God. I can't remember. It's one of his team. I can't remember who it was.
One of Dwayne Wade's?
Yeah. Was it LeBron?
I don't. Maybe.
But anyway, there's a good possibility
It would
there
make
will
sense
be.
for LeBron since he's from Ohio. So
I think that might be who it is. That they said there's a good chance he'll be here as well because of game day. And you never know who their guest picker is
yeah.
as well. And you're going to see a lot of other celebrities probably coming. But hilarious thing that I heard, Gary Sharp said this, and I love Gary. Got to listen to him for a little bit the other day, and I haven't heard him for a long time. And he sounds great.
That's funny.
Yeah, very funny. He said, if you're planning to send your kids to college and you have tickets to the Ohio State game, the Ohio game, sell them because there are fans from Ohio that are willing to pay a lot of money
Oh,
to
really?
get their hands on tickets.
For us Husker fans that are here 365, it's tough to get tickets. So somebody coming in town for
They said the secondary market is ridiculous. The prices.
I can't imagine.
It's crazy. So if you've got tickets, don't sell them. Just don't sell them. If you've got, please. I know but look at how much money you can make.
If I'm buying tickets at $150 a pop or whatever that is, and somebody's going to offer me $700-800 a ticket, done. I can't say the word sold fast enough, and I love.
but they're red and white too.
Ish. I mean, enough to where, yeah.
So really, you won't really be able to tell in the crowd.
And actually, to be honest with you, it doesn't matter. If you're gonna make a couple gur on that, and you're gonna get, I mean, whatever.
I mean, seriously, that's a predicament.
Yeah. Oh, there's no predicament. Tickets are gone. If somebody came up to me and offered me,
I love
done.
it. There's no predicament.
There isn't. There isn't. Somebody offers me a couple grand for my Husker tickets, and I have a tattoo on my shoulder. See ya.
I'm curious. Maybe we should put up an informal poll.
Okay.
Just curious.
What would
You have seats. You have tickets for this game.
Okay, so and we'll say they're good seats. We'll say 50.
I don't think it matters.
It doesn't matter, but
The
we'll just
Ohio
say
State game.
It's like a game that you would really want to go to. It's not like you have nosebleeds, like whatever. You have good seats.
Good idea. Okay, good idea. So you have tickets for this game, and people from Ohio, who apparently are very wealthy, really the alumni, right? They really, really, really want tickets to this game.
Yeah.
They're doing everything they can. Game day is going to be here.
It's going to be huge.
It's going to be unbelievably huge. It's a night game. Unbelievably huge. There's going to be a lot of tailgating going on all day long. Oh, my God.
Drunky 2x4. So are we saying 4 times face value? Let's say 4 times. Because
what would it take? Let me just ask you this. What would it take?
Double.
For you. If they doubled it, you'd be good.
Done.
Wow.
4 times, I mean, I don't even know what I'd do.
You'd drive them there?
I'd throw it. I
pick them up at the airport?
Oh, man. Like, I don't even know. If I had $300 in tickets, and they said, I'll give you $600.
At the airport with Runza in your pocket?
Piggyback ride from their car to the front gate. I mean, legit, because I love, you can't say anything bad about Nebraska, really, unless, like, we can, because we're here. I've been burned before where I've gone to games and I'm like, this is going to be, and then end of first quarter, it's 37-0 and we're getting tanked. I'm like, God, why didn't I sell those tickets? So I could go home. I could go to Barry's downtown and go to tailgate. I could party. Yeah. I could have all that cash in my pocket, still love my Huskers, and have all that money. So I think double my price, double my money would be
if you
a
doubled
no-brainer.
Face value, whatever you bought your tickets for, as far as
it would be a no-brainer. Quadruple is a quadruple no-brainer. So that's a great 402-403-9478. Text us, let us know what's your dollar amount. Is it double?
Interesting. Yeah, I'm just curious. Yeah, what would it take where you break? What's your breaking point? That you say, okay, fine, here's the tickets. Give me the cash.
Crystal clear where I break.
Goodness sake. So overall, this is going to be interesting. Right now, they're ranked 14th in offense, 13th in rushing. They're 4-0, ranked 5th on the latest AP poll. I don't know. But before we go, I almost missed this over the week. Well, I did miss it over the weekend, but it's never too late for Fugitive Friday.
Oh, yeah. Ever too late.
If you get a chance, Saunders County Sheriff's Office on Facebook, they always post the mug shots, and they're beauties.
They are beauties.
I'm just going to tell you. Fugitive Friday, so we're looking for a couple people, always 2. 29-year-old Joshua J. Williams, failure to pay fines on no proof of insurance charge. That's all it was. Last address, Wahoo. And now they're looking for you, Josh. And then number 2 is Twyla Thompson, 41 years old, wanted for failure to appear for sentencing on a motion to revoke probation, Council Bluffs, Iowa.
I mean, you have a motion to revoke, and then
your mugs
you don't
have
show.
been posted. Everybody knows.
And we're talking about it.
And we're talking about it. All your tips are confidential, and there is a possibility for a reward. Just know that. Saunders County Sheriff's.
So you know
Facebook
Twyla. Go
page.
ahead and slide into their DMs. Let them know. Let them know.
All right, guys. Good deal.
So we need to thank Kugler Vision for supporting our podcast.
And if you do want to get rid of the glasses or the contacts, go in KuglerVision.com, sign up for the consultation. You pick the day, you pick the time. They take the results and they show you what your options are. And right now is a phenomenal time to do that. Because
Patent JT 2019, Patent JT 2019 is the promo code that you can apply that towards any procedure, and they'll knock $500 off just because you listen to our podcast and you know the promo code is Patent JT 2015.
And thank you for that.
I said 2015.
You did.
Holy flashback,
Are
2019.
you okay? What happened in 2015, by the way? Let me look here real quick.
Um,
No, we didn't
nothing
have
happened in 2015.
No, I don't see anything good on here of 2015. I don't know where that
no,
came
you were
from.
talking about 2015 car earlier. I think that's what's in my head.
Oh, okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah.
You were.
It's Patent JT 2019. And when you do sign up for your consultation, also it'll ask you where you heard about Kugler Vision and all of this good information, and just tell them it's Patent JT.
You didn't say what's your price? Double?
I have a hard time.
You spent $500 on tickets, and somebody says, "I'm going to give you $1,000 to give me those right now," and you would say, "I'm going to go watch the game."
I'd say, yep.
Yes, of course.
I'd say, yep. Here it is.
Go across the street and
you know
watch
what?
the game.
You know what? And I'm terrible as far as fans go, because I prefer to watch at home
Yes, me too.
as opposed to the fan experience of trying to get into Lincoln, trying to find a place to park, walking several blocks.
You know what my fan experience is? Nacho cheese on my chin, in my underpants, and buzzed about 3/4 of the way through the game. That's my fan experience.
In my own private bathroom.
There we go.
And I'm done.
There it is. So you can get to us, text us, 402-403-9478.
Pat and JT Podcast, a Parkville Media Production.